Hello everyone. I hope you are doing really well today. Today we will learn and discuss about reported speech. We will learn all the rules for conversions of pronoun, time, place, and tenses. To begin with the discussion, let's talk about the contents that you are going to learn today. So today, we will learn indirect speech with no changes in tense. Conversion of pronouns in indirect speech. Conversion of time and place in indirect speech. And last but not the least, conversions of tenses in indirect speech. So one point to be noted here, sometimes I'm saying indirect speech, sometimes I'm saying indirect speech. Actually, both are correct. The way you pronounce, that is correct. Like indirect or indirect, both are correct to pronounce. What happens if there is no change in tense? Sometimes you will find there are no changes of tense in reported speech. Why does that happen? We will come to know. There are few rules to follow in which no changes happen for the tenses. See the first one. When the reporting verb or the saying verb is in present form. You know what is saying verb, right? Says, asks, tells, questions, exclaims. These are all the saying verbs. And you find them in the indirect and direct speech both. See the example. Sam says, I will come. Here, says is the saying verb. And when you will make it into indirect, you will change it like Sam says that he will come. You see here, no changes happen for the tense because the reporting verb is in present form. That's why. Number 2, when the reporting verb or saying verb is in past form, but the speech is universal truth, that time also direct speech doesn't make any changes to turn into indirect. John said the earth revolves around the sun. This is an universal truth, right? We cannot change it. So when you are making it into indirect, you are saying John said that the earth revolves around the sun. See the verb here, revolves. It remains the same as revolves for the indirect speech also. See the third example. When the message is being repeated immediately after it's being said. See the example? Laura said, I am too busy to come. She just said it right now. And that moment, another person is reporting whatever Laura said with his or her own words. She is saying, Laura said that she's too busy to come. So when you are repeating the same thing immediate after the person said, that time also we don't make any changes for the tenses. So these are the 3 rules that we learned for no change in tense. First one is saying verb. If it is in present form, that time we don't make any change. If the saying verb is in past form, but the speech is an universal truth, that time also we don't make any change for the tenses. And lastly, when we are repeating the same speech immediate after the person says, that time also we don't make any changes of the tense. I am too busy, she is too busy is in the present tense. Both of them are in the simple present form. So we don't make any changes for the tenses. I hope it is clear. Next one. The next slide says conversion of pronouns. You know pronouns, right? The pronouns are the replacement of noun, because we cannot repeatedly use the same noun again and again. That's why we use pronoun instead of noun. So if you see in the direct speech, if you see I, it will become he or she. If you see we in the direct speech, it will become they. If you see you, it will become either he or she or they. My will become his or her. Our will become their. Your will become his, her, their. Me will become him or her. Us will become them. You will become him, her, them. Mine will be changed into his or hers. Ours will be changed into theirs. Yours will be changed into his, hers, or theirs. So all the pink one are being used in the direct speech, and all the pink one will be turned into this black one when you are reporting that speech with your own word as an indirect speech. So this is must. If you don't use them, then whole sentence is incorrect for the indirect speech. Now let's go for the next slide. Here we will talk about the conversion of time and place. What happens if you find any word like now in the direct speech? It will become then. If you find today, it will become that day. If you find tonight in the direct speech, it will become that night. If you find yesterday, it will become the previous day or the day before. If you find last week in the direct speech, it will become the previous week or the week before. If you see a month ago in the direct speech, it will become the previous month or the month before. Tomorrow will become the following day, the day after, or the next day. If you find next week, it will become the following week or the week after. Here, regarding the place, here will become there, this will become that, these will become those. So these changes are must for conversions from direct speech to indirect speech regarding the place and the time. Let's go for next slide. Here is the difficult part, which is the changes of tense, the conversion of tenses. I will talk about very briefly here in this slide about all this, and the next video will be totally with the conversion of tenses with examples. So please subscribe this channel or like the video and click on the next video to watch in details about the conversion of tenses. So let's go through this slide first. Direct speech, if you find present simple in the direct speech, that means the sentence inserted with the inverted comma, that will be changed into past simple. If you see the sentence with go, do, eat, that means present form of the verb, it will be changed into past form of the verb, which is went, did, ate. Present continuous will be turned into past continuous. Present perfect will be turned into past perfect. Present perfect continuous will be changed into past perfect continuous. That means all the present tenses are being changed into past tenses accordingly. Present simple is becoming past simple, present continuous is becoming past continuous, present perfect is becoming past perfect, present perfect continuous is becoming past perfect continuous. I have used few examples here. See the sentence structure. Present continuous, am, is, are plus verb plus ing. Past continuous will be was, were, verb plus ing. Present perfect, has or have, past participle form of the verb. Past perfect, had, past participle form of the verb. Present perfect continuous, has or have plus been plus verb plus ing, and past perfect continuous, had plus been plus verb plus ing. When you are changing the sentences, that will be changed into like this, using this format. So these are all about present tense conversion. All the present tenses are turning into past tenses accordingly. Past simple, past simple will turn into past perfect. If you see when did ate in the sentence, it will become had, past participle form of the verb. Past continuous will become past perfect continuous. Past perfect will remain the same as past perfect. And past perfect continuous also will remain the same as past perfect continuous. Will become would, shall will become should, can will become could, and may will become might for the indirect speech. We will talk about in details in the next video. Thanks for watching. So please subscribe to get more videos and click the bell icon for notification of all updates. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.